from the nature, from the plants and everything to get back to us. So it shows like an algorithm of who we are, right?
Yeah, for real.
So I think what you're trying to explain, because I'm trying to understand, is that we as people feel connected to the things in the sense that aren't like the same way as communicating right now.
True.
Like, we as humans communicate like this, but for instance, I think if we were like different languages, let's say I would have talked, I can speak like, let's say, I don't know, let's speak Dutch or something, and then if you couldn't understand Dutch, it would have been like, what's going on?
Of course.
Yeah. But maybe in the way I'm expressing it, maybe you could have been like, oh,
he's trying to tell me this. Yeah, for real. And honestly, like, there's this one quote that made me kind of like really put all this in that light, is that we are a way for the universe to understand itself.
Okay, how you mean with that? Like, how understand itself? Like what's the thing with that?
We humans, right, we're conscious beings, like conscious life. Let's put it that way. And we are a way for the universe to understand itself. So we can observe like the universe, right? We can look at the universe and see certain patterns, see certain things going on. And I think exactly that, because we are able to do this, that we are spiritual, that we are, because we notice things that are, you know, we can't like really put it in science right now, but we observe things that are there.
It's a way of interpretation.
Yes, right? Exactly. And that's what I'm saying with the whole thing. Like, that's why I think that, this quote really hits home for me, which is, you know, we are a way for the universe to understand itself. We are the essence of the universe understanding why it's doing this thing that it's doing.
Each one of us is a new experience for the universe to understand itself.
Yeah.
But that's deep though, because everybody then has an experience.
And that's the most beautiful thing about it in a way too. You know, it's unique. It's that's why it is spiritual, I think, also, because it is unique. Like, if it's all the same, then life would be fucking boring, right?
Facts,
honestly.
But I think as well, like, you got people that say like they believe in the universe and they believe in God, right? What's your take on that? Like, if you see like the difference, but for me, it's like the universe. When I say that, it feels like broad. It feels like
it is
like everything, and then God feels more like an entity, like.
I get
that. Because it's more like a title, right? I can be a god. Let's say I'm a god. Let's say if I like to cook something, I'm the god of this, or I'm a god at making music, whatever.
I feel you.
But I still feel like it's the same, you know, because I talk with people that believe in the universe, you know, they manifest and stuff, and I got people that believe in God religiously, the Bible, stuff like that. So, do you feel like there's a difference between that, or that it's the same thing?
It's really hard for me to explain, but I'm gonna try as best as I can.
Yeah.
For me, there is a difference, as in the fact that, like, I don't know, like the universe is material, even though there's like space in between which has no material whatsoever. Yeah. There are planets still, so it's
they
like
say 9 planets or something.
Yeah. But the thing is for me, like, if I look at a macro and a micro level, like planetary system being the macro, like a big system, and say atoms and molecules being the small system, there are similarities. It's like overlapping each other in a way, and I think that there's the part where it's material. Yeah. But there's also the space in between, that's the fabric of it. Without that, it doesn't exist. And I think, like, that's, I wouldn't say the God entity, but in a way, it doesn't exist without that. Okay. You know? So for me, it's somewhere in that whole, I'm not telling you this is it. Like, I don't have the explanation. But this, for me, is kind of my theory on it.
So you believe more in the atoms than Adam?
I also believe like in Adam, the whole story, but that's like...
Yeah, you believe that everything happened exactly like that.
Well, exactly like that.
I have my doubts though. Like I have my doubts in the sense of like atoms, because like when I learned more about atoms, like the science of it, I was like, it's really similar though. Like atom and atom, like not the name.
True.
That's just like a coincidence.
I get you.
Right?
I get
but
you.
like the idea of it, because atoms, atoms, specifically, they change. Right? Because of a reaction.
Yeah.
And they say, like, in the story of the Bible, the real reason Adam changed was because of Eve. That's the real change, like, the real the motive that it changed, right? Adam would have done anything if Eve didn't came with the apple, and we know the story.
Yeah, I get it.
And then Adam's is as well. Like, Adam is just Adam, like, it's just there.
Yeah, it's just there. But
the
because
reaction,
of, like, the energy, or say Eve,
exactly, the energy can change that thing, right? No, so that's why I was always like somebody that was really like not against. I don't want to say that, but I was really like I don't believe that science side. But when I decided to dive deep in it, I was like, oh shit! Like if you look at it that way to like interpret life, it's understandable. It's not like it cannot be true.
No,
it's still a possibility because like the Adam and Eve story, I was like. You buy the apple, this and that. They bit the apple, they eat the apple, this and that. Like,
but then again, like
is it poetry? Is it poetry?
It's not even. It doesn't say apple anywhere.
No.
It doesn't say fucking apple, bro. It says the
I gotta
forbidden
go back.
fruit.
Okay, forbidden
fruit. It doesn't
fruit.
say apple at all.
I gotta go back.
This is something
like,
else.
Got
like,
my mind, like,
I'm sorry, just a side thought here, but
okay, I gotta
nobody said apple. This is what we've been indoctrinated to be thinking, because it doesn't say fucking apple anywhere. It says that Adam was tempted to eat the forbidden fruit.
Yeah.
Not any fucking apple whatsoever.
Okay, wait, I gotta go back. Cause right now my mind's tripping with this shit.
I'm telling you, bro.
For real.
For real, I'm not joking. It doesn't fucking say apple anywhere. It just legit the forbidden fruit. And we all made it into this because, we humans. We long for explanation, something that's visual in our mind.
Yeah.
An apple is fucking visual. You already... If I say apple, you already see the red glowing ball
I see
thing.
The shape, everything.
You feel me? And that's the point. That's why it's easy to use this fruit specifically, I guess.
I think it's maybe the most known fruit.
I guess too.
Probably.
Most likely. But either way,
hey, that's something.
I've never ever read apple anywhere in the Bible. Never
now you
ever.
got my mind like I don't know if I was in the Matrix then.
Forbidden
if it's not there.
Fruit.
I don't know, y'all gotta check it out. If y'all see this, y'all gotta check it out. Like I don't know though, like
and even I'm reading a translation, right?
Okay.
I'm not reading the actual
the King James version,
Hebrew or the actual American or whatever actual language. I'm